Hi, welcome back, and in this video it's another weekly sim racing news roundup, and we're kicking things off with Automobilista 2, where a new hotfix has been dropped. So this effectively just tweaks a few things, so further force feedback tweaks, some additional AI refinements, and kart and track specific changes in there. And as always, I'll leave a link to this down below. There's not a huge amount going on in there, but it's a good collection that just, once again, tweaks a title that's constantly being updated and improved. So, good to see from that point of view. We've then got an interview with Kunos. Not by me, but GT Planet did an interview with Marco from Kunos. It's got quite a lot going on in there. I think it's around about 40-45 minutes long, so it's well worth a watch, and I'll leave a link to the article and the video down below. One of the things that is covered in there is that Assetto Corsa as a series has hit the 1 million euros, pounds, dollars, not sure what it is, but it's a big number anyway, 100 million in any currency. So in sales, that is, which kind of, when you look at the fact that they've only really got two titles out here, Assetto Corsa itself and Assetto Corsa Competizione, both of which veer very heavily onto the hardcore sim side of sim racing, does kind of disprove the myth that sim racing is a niche, and if you don't appeal to a wider, more, for want of a better word, casual audience, you'll never make a successful title. And the other myth that if you make a title for modding, nobody will buy your product, and therefore, you won't make money again. And I think that's kind of put pay to those myths with this. So, kudos to Kunos for that, and as I say, have a watch of that interview because it is very interesting. There's a lot of good stuff going on in there. Now, speaking of Kunos, we've also this week had the British GT Championship DLC pack drop, bringing 3 new tracks. So adds in my personal favourite, Alton Park, another great in Donington, and Snetterton, which is a track a lot of people love. I personally find frustrating. I've put together a video review of this, and check that out if you want to see more about that. One important thing it does also bring to Assetto Corsa Competizione for the first time is multi-class racing, so you can now race the GT4s and GT3s together, which is good news. And then to add the icing on the cake, all things Assetto Corsa wise, it's also been announced that a PS5 Xbox Series X specific version of Assetto Corsa Competizione will be coming at some point later this year. Now, I do personally hope that they make some improvements and actually properly optimise and feature all of the options from the PC version in this next-gen console version. Because back before I got my PC, I was playing Assetto Corsa Competizione on console, and whilst the physics are wonderful, the overall experience leaves a lot to be desired. It's poorly optimised, missing basic features like field of view adjustment, etc. So I hope they do actually give that some proper love and attention this time round, and not just for the next gen consoles, but go back and fix the issues with the current gen consoles as well. Now, some slightly poorer news on next-gen consoles is it's been pretty much confirmed that Project Cars 3 will not get a next-gen release specifically, and instead all they'll do is continue supporting the current-gen version, which of course can be played on next-gen console and slightly tarted up, for want of a better word, on those. I'll leave a link to that article down below as well, but it looks like, no next-gen specific release for Project Cars 3. I've got to be perfectly honest, given the poor sales performance of Project Cars 3 and the small audience it currently has on both consoles and PC, that doesn't surprise me a great deal at all. And then finally, this one dropped, and I've not had a chance to have a go at it yet, but I am looking forward to hopefully being able to spend some time with this, and that is KartKraft's February update has brought a massive overhaul to the physics. Now, KartKraft's physics in the first place for karts were excellent. They really were. So it's going to be interesting to see how this has changed it and what differences it's made. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And I know a couple of months ago I actually promised to do a specific piece on KartKraft, and I really do still need to do that because it is a great, massively underappreciated title. It may be very focused on just karts, but it is worth looking at. It really is. And then finally, the footage you've been watching. This is a Hillman Imp from Baz's TC Legends mod pack, which contains a load of 60s and 70s touring cars, and is just great. The cars are really well reproduced, and they are all fun and individually challenging to drive. The Hillman Imp, a great steadfast part of British touring car racing in the late 60s, early 70s. Pretty much unique as being a Mini Cooper Challenger, but rear engine and rear wheel drive in a little box. So only weighs about 675 odd kilos, kicks out 110 brake horsepower, and is absolutely great fun to drive. Very throttle steerable, it is indeed. And the circuit in this case is Goodwood from Race Department, and it just really suits the vintage touring cars down to the ground. This particular mod is built up using LiDAR data from Goodwood and contains both a dry and a wet version, and the wet version is not cosmetic. It does also have some changes to the grip levels, and you need to seek out the grip where you can on that. So both of them are well worth a look, and they two do pair together very, very nicely as well. So that's this week's update, and if you found this useful, please do hit the like and subscribe button. Any thoughts, drop them down in the comments below, and if you want to see more content like this, then please do hit the bell icon to be notified when new videos get uploaded. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye.